Hello, Keith Rucker here at VintageMachinery.org. Guys, today really just want to kind of catch up on a few things that's going on and just kind of let you know some things that are going on because things have really not kind of been normal around here the last week or so. A lot of you guys noticed this past week I did miss getting a video out on Friday. I apologize about that. Last week I spent the first part of the week kind of doing some work outside in the yard. We've been planting some fruit trees and some things that when the hurricane came through this past year, I had a pretty big area out there where it just wiped out all the trees. All my big pine trees were gone. And after we got it cleaned up, I said, you know what, I'm gonna plant some fruit trees in here and kind of make this little garden area, trying to utilize some of that space out there. And being kind of wintertime coming into spring, it was a time to do that. So I took some time and got that done. And I had planned on getting out here in the shop toward the end of the week and getting some videos done. Unfortunately, I ended up having to take a couple of days and spend helping out a family member who had some medical issues going on. And fortunately, I was in a position where I could just kind of drop everything and go help out, which is it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do that. But it did take some time out of the shop and I was not able to get some video done. I actually had some video to edit and I didn't even have time to do that between trips to the doctor and the emergency room and some other things. Everything's fine. They are back on their feet. Everything's good and going now, but it just took some time. And I just kind of had to drop everything and go take care of that. So all's good there. I am back out in the shop this week. I've actually had a viewer that has come in and has been helping me out. He's a little camera shy. I didn't want to be on the camera, but the last couple of days, we have spent kind of doing some things here in the shop. Really a lot of just getting things cleaned up. Things had gotten kind of messy out here. I've been so focused on getting projects done that things were just kind of getting out of hand and just took a little bit of time. Got some things cleaned up. He helped me out a lot with that and also doing a couple little improvement things. And I'm over here kind of in the back corner of my shop where my surface grinder is. And quite honestly, this area back here had just kind of become a catch-all where things were just getting piled up. This is one of the things we kind of got in here and got things kind of cleaned out. I got some pegboard up here on the wall. I got some grinding wheels put up here for my surface grinder. I got some abrasives hanging up and a little bit organized. And yes, the seller's drill grinder, this is where it's going to live and where it's going to be. I've actually got my little small sellers right next to it. It doesn't look near as nice as the one we just fixed up, although it works just fine. This one is for doing drill bits up to 1 inch. This one here will go up to 3 inches. And while it will actually do it won't do as small as this one will. I can't remember what the smallest size this one is rated for, but in reality, 0 to 1 inches will be done on this grinder. 1 to 3 inches will be done on this grinder. And we did get the back cover all cleaned up, painted, put back on, installed. I've got this over here and it is completely running. The only thing that I've got left to do is with the coolant. I do have water in the tank. Somewhere in my shop, and I have not been able to find it, I've got a jug of some water-soluble oil that goes in here. Same stuff I use in my surface grinder. And I can't find it. Probably just gonna have to order some more or maybe I can get lucky and find it. But I just got water in there right now. But anyway, that is, it's all working. In fact, we're gonna take this thing for a test spin here in just a little bit. And that's probably gonna be kind of the extent because I just haven't had time to really do anything video worthy the last day or two while we've been doing just miscellaneous little shop things. And my helper that's been here this week, he's done a lot of just grunt work, honestly, cleaning up parts. He cleaned up the part, did the grinding and got it all cleaned up. We got it painted and everything. He kind of did that. He's also working on some other parts, helping me get some things cleaned up. And I hope to be kind of back out here working on projects here going the rest of the week and have some more content from you coming up, guys, here pretty soon. But again, apologize for last week and this week not really having a whole lot of content, but hey, sometimes you just gotta take care of what needs to be taken care of, and we got that done. Let's actually, I have not actually drilled a bit on this since we've got it over here. I've got it just over here and checked out. So I want to get the wheel redressed with our dressing tool that we made for it a while back. put a drill bit in there and actually grind it with the coolant and everything and really check this thing out now that we've got this machine restored and up and running. Let's check it out. Before we get over to the drill grinder, I just do want to mention, these are some of my grinding wheels that I've got up here. Like I said, I just kind of hung some of these up for easy access. But I have got a bunch of these big wheels. I got a deal from a friend of mine who had a bunch of them, and he sold me a bunch of them. I got way more than I need. If anybody needs some grinding wheels that this is the size you can use, let me know. I'll make you a good deal on some because I got more than I'll ever be able to use. I probably won't even ever be able to use all these up, and I've literally got stacks of these things. These wheels are basically 12-inch diameter. They have an inside diameter of 5 inches on the inside hub. And I got some different thicknesses. Most of these are, what, 1.5 inches, 1 inch, 1.5 inches thick wheels. Brand spanking new old stock, never even been put on a machine. So if somebody can use this size wheel and wants to purchase some, you kind of see my assortment. I've got duplicates of pretty much every one of these. Like I said, shoot me a message and we'll work out a deal because I don't need this many of them. And if you can use them, like I said, I'll make you a good deal on some. So I want to start by dressing the wheel. And we had made this wheel dresser. This has just basically got a diamond in it that will fit up into here and let us do that. So I need to adjust my tailstock back. Let me open these jaws up. And I think we are ready here. I got my grinding tip in there, the little diamond. I'm going to turn on the machine. And I'm going to leave the coolant off for right now. I want to bring my cutter up. It's just touching the wheel. Go. And I'm just going to go back and forth with the diamond nib there. And I'm going to take a little bit more, I think. All right, guys, after I took that out, I realized that I was hitting the guard over here on both ends. I was not getting it all the way out. So I actually moved my guard back in. I figured out that guard to go back so that now the stone is out in front of the guard. I got a little bit more room to work. So I'm going to do this one more time and make sure I got a good grind and get those edges. Like I said, it was hitting the guard on both ends and not allowing it to sweep all the way across. We got that straightened out now. I'm kind of learning this machine as I go. So let's come back in here. I'm going to kind of work on regrinding. There we go. And I'm going to turn my coolant on just to kind of keep the dust down. There we go. See, I'm just kind of hitting those outside corners. Now I'm sweeping all the way across the stone. Much better. All right, I think that's good. Let me turn my coolant off. Turn the machine off. I'm going to take this out now. We'll put our drill bit in and try that again. All right, I got a drill bit here that needs a little bit of attention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pull my teeth in here to kind of grip this. I'm going to slide my tailstock up here into the end to support it. And now I'm going to clamp those down really good on those teeth. And we are ready to actually try grinding that. So I need to pull my wheel in a good little ways here. All right, let's fire our wheel up. All right, we're real close to taking contact there. I'm going to go ahead and turn my coolant pump on. Touching on the back before it's touching on the point up here. All right, what I'm going to do now is we're going to flip the drill bit over, and I'll do the other side. Bring it back in. So that grind that was on there didn't really have enough back relief on it, but we do now. So now I'm going to bring it in just a touch. Whoops. That was a little bit more of a bite than I thought I was taking. I think we're about where we need to be here. I'm just going to take one more little light pass on both sides of the drill. Flip it around. I think that'll do it. Turn off everything. And we got a nice grind on that bit. Let me show you what it looks like. All right, so here we go. You can kind of see the grind there. I'm happy with that. Looks beautiful. So that's nice and sharp. That is ready to be put back in action. Well, there you go. That's my first grind on this newly restored Seller's drill grinder. Very happy with the results. Turned out beautiful. I think that's going to be a nice little drill bit from going forward, and this is going to be a nice addition to the shop to be able to handle sharpening some of these larger diameter drill bits. I got a bunch of taper shank drills, you know, up to 3 inches in diameter, and a lot of them just need a good edge put on them because they're just been used and used and used, and they're dull. So this is a great tool we can use going forward to keep these things nice and sharp. Very happy to have this new tool in the shop. Very happy with the restoration. Everything seems to be functioning just fine. I'm very happy to see that after running that coolant for a little while, there doesn't appear to be any leaks or anything where I'm dripping any coolant or anything on the floor. A little bit of splashing out here, but nothing major. I see a few little drops on the floor, but nothing of any significance. So anyway, very happy. Well, there we go. One restored machine back up and going. Always nice to have a nice new machine that we can go to and use and not have to worry about. I'm sure I've got some learning, you know, just kind of tips and tricks and whatever. I need to get my manual out and read it real good, make sure I'm following all the instructions like I should. But overall, again, very happy with how this drill grinder is working out right now. And with that, guys, that's going to be a wrap. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Those thumbs up and comments are always greatly appreciated. Hit that bell icon up there to get notifications when new videos are posted. As always, a huge thank you to those who support the site financially through Patreon, PayPal. It enables me to take the time to shoot the videos and do everything else that goes along with making these videos and bringing new content to you. And with that, we're going to sign off. We're going to get out of here. We will catch you on the next video. Again, as always, Thanks for watching.